The problem identified is insufficient supply of vegetables in the school. I'm going to the statement of my problem. After conducting a tour in the school compound, I found out that most of these are amongst the following reasons have led to insufficient supply of vegetables in our school. One is funds. I discovered that there is not reliable funds that the students can use to buy some of the agricultural products such as jembe, pangas, and any other things that they need when they are starting planting until they harvest their vegetables. Apart from that, it came to my attention that the attitudes of the students towards agricultural produce has also affected the rate at which the students are going to do their farming practices. This has enabled the students to spend most of their time doing the theory work than the time that they do spend carrying out practical work. Another thing that I discovered is that the number of teachers in our schools are not reliable. Why do I say so? I toured and did my research and found out that we only have 2 agriculture teachers, and the population in our schools is over 500. And this means that each and every student is not going to get enough time so that he can interact with the tutors in order for them to get information on how to do agricultural activities. And if they are not guided by these our trained teachers, it means that when they are going to do their practical work, the produce that they are going to get after that may have not be in such a good quality. I'm going to justification. The reason why I decided to do this project is because it is a source of income. After the students have done with the doing of cultivation of vegetables, they will sell their produce to the neighboring market. And after they sell them to their neighboring market, it means that they are going to receive back their payment. So it means that the amount of money that they are going to receive after selling the produce, they can keep them or use them to buy other things that they need in future, even to add more and more variety of vegetables that they can supplement to the neighboring community. Apart from that is accessibility. We know very well that if at all we are doing the agricultural activities farming activities in our school, the institution sometimes may come to us and buy this our produce. So it means that the time that they would have spent going out there to search for where they can get the vegetables will be minimal. This is because they will just come to us as agriculture students and buy them directly from us. And that one also will enable the entire community consume these vegetables while they are still fresh. I'm going to solutions. One of the solution is offering training. This can be done by informing students or bringing in a trained personnel to guide the students on the best farming practices. The students also can have peer counseling. Apart from just bringing in a trained personnel, they can have peer counseling, of which they are going to gather as agriculture students and come up with the best ideas on how to improve their farming practices, or communicate as sharing idea on what should be done in order for them to do these farming practices sufficiently and to ensure that there is continuous supply of vegetables in the school. This is where they create awareness through posters or seminars that educate others on what should be done. Apart from that, we have the implementation. You are supposed to develop a plan. What do I mean by saying that you are supposed to have a plan? The plan that you are going to have highlight the strategies, what you are going to do so that you maintain continuous supply of the vegetables, which also include the materials that you need. What do you need? You've already come up with a plan that you want to plant vegetables. After that, you have to develop a plan. What do I need? From the time that you're going to prepare land up to the time of harvesting. So during preparation, there are some of the materials that you need, like jembe, you need slashers to clear the land, you need when you are planting also you need, when you have seeds of these vegetables, you have to prepare your seed bed and water it, of which you are going to use the watering can. And when you are going to plant this, what do I need? I need jembe to dig holes, I need fertilizer to apply. So it means that these are amongst the things that you are going to do so that your activity can go on sufficiently. So under that, my theme was using innovative gardening to plant crops. Is there anybody who has a question, an addition, or anything?
Yes, I have a question, Rose.
Ask.
You've said one cause of the statement of the problem is
Yes.
lack of is negative attitude of the students towards the growing of the vegetables. How have you come up with this identification of the negative attitude of the students? How? What have you done to know that the students have negative attitude towards growing of the vegetables?
Okay. I've interviewed some of the students. If they are well equipped by the knowledge that they can use to improve the surplus of anything or anything that is coming out from the school garden. And most of them have said that they do not like farming. So it means that the negative that they have towards farming will lead to this school having insufficient supply of vegetables. I've done it through just interviewing some of the students.
Okay, thank you for that. Then another question. How, okay, what will the administration provide for you for the project? Will you be able to purchase the requirements? So how will you go about that?
So after coming up with a plan that these are the things that you are supposed to do, you are supposed to go to the administration and inform them. Write a report to them by telling them that this is the project that I've decided to do, and these are amongst the requirements that I need to do so that my project can be carried out successfully, of which you are going to do it through agricultural teacher so that he can pass the information to the administration.
Wow, nice. Then another question.
Yes.
How will you convince the administration if they are not convinced with your plan? How will you manage to convince them so that they can accept the plan and support you?
That's when you have to have strong points to defend your project. You just have to tell them the importance of doing that project so that maybe they don't have the idea. So through you, they will get convinced that let me assist this student on this so that this and this can happen. For example, in my case, I want to plant vegetables. I'll go to the institution. I can go personally, or I can send my agriculture teacher to go to them and inform them that when I plant my vegetables here in school, they will easily access it. And when they access it from me directly, it means that the other students are going to consume it while still fresh. Unlike when they go outside there, they'll find some of the vegetables that have got chemicals and any other thing, which might not be safe for students to consume.
Okay, you have a very good project. Congratulations. Then another question, one more question. Okay. Will the school buy from you or will you give them freely? How will you earn the income?
So when I'm talking about the earning of income, I can just give a portion of my produce to the school, and some of the portion that I do have I'll send to the neighboring market. Because I know very well that the produce might be so high and the demand might also be so high there in the market. So by planting these my vegetables, I can easily sell them to the neighboring market, and through the selling of my vegetables to the neighboring market is when I'm going to earn some amount. Institution might give me, but the amount of money that I'll receive from outside market might be higher than the amount of money that I'm going to receive from the institution directly.
Okay, thank you. Good idea.
Anybody with another question?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Your problem identification was insufficient
Supply of vegetables.
So, apart from your causes, what may be the cause of insufficient supply of vegetable, because if I see the school compound, I can see the soil is very fertile. If you grow vegetables, it can be of high produce.
So I can just try to answer that. Maybe the agriculture teacher.
Excuse us. Cynthia, may you pardon the question that you can understand?
Okay, the question is, the identification of the problem was insufficient supply of vegetables within the school. And under the course, you have said the lack of trained personnel. So apart from that trained personnel, I can see if I work within the school, the soil is very fertile. So what can be the problem? Because the soil is very fertile, where the vegetable can grow of high quality.
I think I can answer. What if you don't know how to take care